Recently, Donald Trump sent his lawyers to court to try to argue and basically beg the judge to get Twitter to reinstate Donald Trump's account. And they did it with what might be the most absurd legal argument I've ever heard. Trump's lawyers told a federal judge in Florida that the reason his Twitter account should be immediately reinstated is because Twitter and CEO Jack Dorsey were coerced by members of Congress to ban Donald Trump's Twitter account. Now, unfortunately, they were not able to provide any evidence of members of Congress specifically reaching out and demanding that Jack Dorsey suspend Donald Trump's Twitter account. But here is what they filed in court. Coerced by members of the United States Congress operating under an unconstitutional immunity granted by a permissive federal statute and acting directly with federal officials, defendant is censoring plaintiff, a former president of the United States. Let me break down that legal jargon for you and explain what it actually means. Nothing. It means nothing. That's a bunch of gobbledygook put forth by lawyers who know that they don't have a legal argument to stand on, so they're making stuff up. Members of Congress and a federal statute, and the sun was out too much that day, and maybe that's why, we don't know. We're just doing things because this guy keeps paying us to do things, and there's a lot of money. So we're going to keep making these idiotic arguments to court, because the more we do it, the more we get paid. Trump is desperate to get his Twitter account back because a recent report from Axios showed us that Donald Trump's popularity is waning. You know, he's almost back at pre-2015 popularity levels in terms of searches of his name on the internet. Nobody cares anymore. People have moved on from Donald Trump, and that is killing him. It's killing him to not constantly be in the news cycle because he tweets out something absolutely idiotic. He hates it. He hates not being able to talk to millions of people every time a thought pops into his head. He hates not getting that love and admiration from those millions of followers every time he says anything. It is driving him crazy. And in his, momentary insanity, I guess we could call it, he's having his lawyers make the dumbest possible arguments imaginable. Here's the thing. If you've got evidence of coercion, fantastic, bring it forward. By the way, that also changes nothing. You could have written emails from every single Democratic member of Congress telling Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey that he had better suspend Donald Trump or else. And you know what that would change in this legal case? Nothing. Because Twitter is a private entity. So Twitter made the decision to get rid of Donald Trump. Whether coerced or not, they made the decision to ban him from their platform, which he does not have a right to use. That's what's at the heart of this. You do not have a right to be on Twitter. You're not being censored because you're not on social media. Censorship, in the constitutional sense, can only come from the government itself. If it does not come from the government, it is not constitutionally protected. These lawyers know that. But again, they're getting paid good money by the former president of the United States to make stupid arguments in court, and they don't care. As long as that money keeps clearing their accounts from Donald Trump, they don't care. They'll go in there and say the dumbest things imaginable because it puts more money in their pockets. So expect more of this because Twitter's not going to budge. Twitter doesn't have to budge because Donald Trump, like the rest of every other person on the planet, doesn't have a constitutional right to be on social media.